Okay, here we go. All right, guys. So thank you so much for taking the time to be on tonight. I'm going to go over everything, as much as I can. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I'm hoping that I'm going to show you exactly what it means to be a team Beachbody coach and express in words how amazing this business opportunity is and what it's done for me. And then review some of the products and what the future lies for us in Team Beachbody. So welcome to the Can I Be a Coach business opportunity call. It's November 22nd, 2016. And, for those of you who don't know me, I'm just going to go very briefly into my story, how I got here, what I've accomplished with Team Beachbody, what it means to me. So my name is Becky Brosette, and I am from Hialeah, Florida, or Miami, Florida. Alina is from my hometown. We went to the same high school. I'm a mom of two. I have a son. Oldest son is 9. His name is Chase, and my little one is Jake, and he's 8. So they're only 16 months apart. And my husband's name is Larry, and I have a dog, and I love him to pieces. His name is Roscoe. So I've been a coach for 6 years, and actually Beachbody came to me 8 years ago when my son Jake was born, that hold on, the cell phone. I became a customer. My best friend Elaine her husband had bought P90X, and I was in desperate, my body had changed so much with the pregnancies that I had lost who I was, and I was really, really just disappointed, and I wanted to have me back, because I've always been into fitness. So I did P90X, and honestly, I felt, guys, somebody with the phone. Oh my God. Okay, so I started P90X, and honestly, I fell in love the first day. I've always been into the gym and working out, and I was just like, oh my God, this is exactly where have I been for all this time? Why didn't I know about this sooner? So day one, I was like, this is it. And I feel like God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, it sent me this program at the right time in my life when I needed it most, to be able to gain my confidence back and to really redirect me and to start setting goals again and to start believing that maybe there was more out there for me. So fast forward 2.5 years later, I did P90X Plus for 2 years. Then I did Insanity. I was preaching. And maybe, I don't know if Alina remembers this. I'm not sure. But back in the day, before I was a coach, I was already preaching Beachbody from the rooftops on Facebook, every day. People saw me go through my transformation. I did Insanity. And then one day, the Beachbody opportunity fell in my lap. There was back then they were called fan pages. The pages were called fan pages, and the Insanity page wrote how many people have you directed to Beachbody to buy the products or referred. And I wrote, and I never commented on these things because I didn't like the notifications. I wrote, I should get paid for the amount of people that I have sent to Beachbody to buy Insanity or P90X. Because literally I was telling people all over the place, go buy it, go buy it, go buy it. And that's when it happened. My coach approached me. It took me 4 days to spend $40. So I get it. I was hesitant. I'm not a risk taker. But honestly, after I thought about it, I'm I already was a coach. I was doing what coaches do, and I signed up. And honestly, I hit the ground running. I saw the opportunity right away. For me, there was no hesitation. Even though I was very successful in my career, and my husband too, we were making a lot of money, we were still drowning in debt. Our house was in foreclosure. We had 2 little kids. We had a nanny that took care of them during the day, and we spent $1,500 a month on that nanny, plus her food. We were up to here. We couldn't do anything extra, yet we were working so hard, and we had nothing extra to give. There was too much month at the end of the money. And it sucked. Honestly, it sucked. When I saw that I could make at least, my initial goal was $50 a week to help me pay for diapers. So that $200 a month would at least, it would loosen it up a little bit so that we could breathe, and it would cover that Costco bill where we would go in there once a month and load up on formula and diapers for our 2 little kids. And honestly, that goal of $50 drove me, and it kept driving me, and it kept pushing me. And once I hit that, I wanted more. And that's when the light bulb went off. I decided that this business was going to change my life. I was going to take control of my destiny. I wasn't going to put all my eggs in my employer's basket anymore. I was going to continue doing my job, and I was going to continue doing my job well, but this was going to provide the extra income and the extra freedom that I needed to do the extra things with my family for us to be more relaxed. So that's a little bit about me. I am 100% into the Beachbody products. I am a soul believer. Like, hold on, Kelly. Kelly, can you mute your audio, please? Yeah, I got it. Oh my God, why am I having a hard time with the mute button? Sorry. Kelly, can you mute? Kelly. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'll get her to mute at some point. Okay, so who is Diesel Nation? I'm sorry, guys. Is that really loud? Kelly, I need you to mute. Okay. All right, so Diesel Nation, that's my team. And this team was formed by me and my sister. I came in first in July of 2010. And 1 month later, my sister came on as a discount coach, mainly because she was an attorney. She didn't have the time. She had a little baby and her daughter. She just wanted Shakeology at a discount because it was helping her feel better and lose weight. So our team is made up of all these different kinds of people. And you guys that are on my team can attest to that. We have professionals, and we have stay-at-home moms, and we have lawyers, then we have doctors, we have tons of nurses and teachers, everything, marketing, CEOs. I mean, we have everything. Homeschooling moms like Diovia, we have everything. So that's what I want you to see, is that we don't discriminate. We love everybody. What I love about our team is the family culture and how we bring everybody in. We don't leave people behind. We want people to succeed in whatever facet that is in their life, and we continue to march on together. And our team is made up of really a ton of successful people. My sister is in the Millionaires Club. She's a Superstar Diamond, as well as me. I'm in the Million Club and a Superstar Diamond. But we have at least, I would say, and I'm estimating, about 50 people that have left their jobs to become full-time coaches. We have we have our Diesel Nation wall, which is like 5-star and above, has about 20 people in it now. It is continuing to grow year after year. Elite coaches this year, I think we're going to hit a new high. We have new leaders emerging. What I'm trying to prove to you is that our team is not slowing down at any point. We are growing. We are bringing new people in and developing new leaders. And we want to see our culture continue to grow and success. I don't want the success for me. I want it for all of you. And that's one thing that is important about our team, is that we want to see everybody succeed in whatever it is that they want, whatever your goals are. And success is defined differently. What I wanted to fire my boss does not mean that you have to want that. You may love your job, and that's okay. But maybe you just want an extra vacation with your family every year. Beachbody has the tools in place to help you get there if you're willing to work for it. So who is Team Beachbody? So I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of P90X and Insanity. Those are the originals. Those are the programs that put us on the fitness map. But we didn't stop there. And I'm sure you guys know that every year we release about 2 or 3 new programs. So 21 Day Fix, I think, is the next big hit for us after Insanity. It is really something a program that everyone should do. I talk to enough people every day to know that nutrition is probably the biggest problem that America faces. People don't know how to eat. They have no idea how many calories you should be consuming. It's just a complete and utter disaster as far as philosophies on nutrition, and 21 Day Fix is that one that makes it simple, that makes it quantifiable, that is easy to maintain as a lifestyle. I still do it. The results, you guys that follow me see my results because I'm constantly on this hunt for progress, not even perfection. I want to be better every single day. And I have to say that in the last year, since I did the Masters Hammer and Chisel test group, that the containers really owning it, right? Because I've owned it. And in the last 2 months, I've owned them even further. I have seen that it is easy to eat clean. If you decide that you want to do it, it's super easy, because I count, my head all day long is counting colors. I know that I have this left and this left, and it's so easy for me to eat and know that I'm not going to go overboard, because I have these containers, this container system that helps me eat to help me keep my abs at 41 years old. So that is what we're doing. The containers are going to be in every single program. So you might as well get used to them and start doing them. But we have more programs, and we just released Core to Force, which is an MMA style program. It is amazing, super empowering. Yes, it's hard. I'm not going to lie that I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm very upfront about things. Hi, everybody on Facebook. I don't lie. Core to Force is hard. But what I love about Core to Force is that it's hard in a way that will serve you as, I guess, like a lifetime growth. You're going to push yourself, and as you push your boundaries on fitness, it's going to test you and say, well, if I can do that, then maybe I can grow this business, and I can be a better parent, and I'm going to be a better partner, and I'm going to do something that maybe is a passion of mine and I've been afraid to do. But since you broke this barrier, to me, fitness aligns with everything. I've seen my own growth in fitness, and I've seen my life take off and elevate because I have really honed in on what's important to me, and fitness is important to me. So Core to Force is empowering. For those of you who have jobs, I know, because when I used to have a job full-time, Combat was like the first MMA style program that came out in 2013. And I would come home after a stressful day, and I would do that program, and I felt like amazing. I would release all that tension, and I loved it. So if you love boxing, kicking, and just like that fighting stance, if you like UFC, I love UFC now. Like, I don't know why, but I love it. You're going to love Core to Force, and it's going to shed that fat off your belly. You're going to tone your arms. You're going to tone your legs, and it's going to give you a nice physique that is going to help you change your life forever. And besides that, we have size. So for those of you who like to dance, hip hop dance, we have Country Heat. Believe it or not, I totally dismissed this program when I heard about it, because I thought, oh my God, country music. I hate country music. I love Country Heat. It is super fun. For beginners, it's great because you're moving and you're sweating, and before you know it, the time runs out and you're done. And hello, have you ever seen a fat dancer? They don't exist. So Size and Country Heat are great programs where if you like to dance and you like to express yourself differently and you don't like weights, that's a program that you can start with. That is a great ease into fitness, where then you can take it up a notch and find something else. But I want to touch on right now something that is going to revolutionize Team Beachbody, and that's Beachbody On Demand. It's not going away, guys. This is the future. This is what's on trend. This is what's important to us right now, and that is live streaming of our workouts. Something that it's a service that you can sign up for, and it's part of the coaching network. And what it does is it gives you access to this amazing library of programs that you can log in, and you can stream them off Wi-Fi. You can do it from your hotel room. So what people who travel for your jobs, you can do it anywhere. If you're visiting outside of your home and that way you don't have to lug around DVDs, it is the future. So expect that there's going to be huge content coming out of Beachbody On Demand, that there's going to be new packages and challenge packs available through Beachbody On Demand. We have the Fixate cooking show with Autumn and her brother. He's a gourmet chef. They're coming up with amazing classic recipes, all portion controlled, and where you can duplicate them at home. Sorry, hold on. Okay. So the cooking show is amazing, and there's amazing recipes on there, but all of this is featured on that service of Beachbody On Demand. Become familiar with it, because we're going to keep growing there. As you can see, there's other services available that use this type of platform, and it's not going away. It's going to compete with all the other ones out there. But how we stand apart is that we provide the nutritional support, and we have you guys, the coaches that are on this call right now today, that help our customers get the results. That's how we stand apart from every other MLM, every other networking company, and all these other fitness platforms that just sell workouts. We have the coaching system in place to put our customers in challenge groups, in support groups, to help them every step of the way with their nutrition, with accountability, with support, with motivation, to help them get results. And that's what we do. Team Beachbody is about producing results for ourselves as coaches, but also for our customers. So besides Beachbody On Demand, we have more. We have the nutritional side. We have Shakeology. And I'm sure everybody knows about Shakeology. Hold on. Guys, please mute yourselves, everybody. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Shakeology. It is not a protein shake. I cringe every time somebody says that or tells me that it's something that they can pick up on GNC. It's not. Shakeology is packed with superfoods. It is packed with nutrients. It's packed with things that we're not getting in our normal diets. To me, Shakeology is not a luxury. It is a necessity. I've been drinking it for 6 years, and I'm not gonna lie, because I don't lie. I tell the truth. Before I started as a coach, I looked it up because I was trying to lose weight and I was doing Insanity. And that's when it had first launched, Shakeology, back in the day. I looked it up online and I was like, what? $129? You're freaking crazy. I'm not spending that money on a protein shake. I'll just get the one from Costco. Because I was tight with money and I didn't understand. And I think that's what the bottom line. It wasn't even tight with money because we could have cut out going out to eat once a week and I could have covered the Shakeology. It was the fact that I didn't understand the power behind Shakeology. And when I signed up as a coach, I had to drink it, because how am I going to talk about a product that I don't have no idea what it does? And within the week, I could tell. It was different. This was not a Costco protein shake. This was not GNC. This is packed with things that we need to survive. Things that back in the ancient days, the Mayans and those Indians out in Central and South America, these are the things they were eating to stay alive, to be resilient and to fuel their bodies. And now we have it in a shake that you can blend and go. For people who don't eat breakfast, it's perfect because you blend 5 minutes, add some amazing stuff to it. Like I like chocolate with peanut butter and banana and power greens. And I go and I drink my shake and it fulfills me and I feel great. And guys, tell me with show of hands, how many people feel amazing from drinking Shakeology? Like, it's changed your life. It makes you regular. It gives you energy. And for me, the main thing that it did, especially at the beginning when nutrition was still like touch and go for me, was to kill that craving for ice cream. I've always been a big chocolate ice cream lover. And at night, I always wanted the ice cream. And what it did was it gave me that dose of chocolate early in the morning. So I didn't need to have ice cream because I was drinking this delicious shake that made me feel good. So I didn't need the chocolate ice cream anymore. It's been years since we buy that stuff here. I don't need it anymore. So Shakeology is a must as a coach. It's just something that we believe in. And I know that the customers that commit to Shakeology have way better results than the people that don't. Then we have Beachbody Performance line, which is giving GNC a run for their money on their pre-workout, post-workout recovery, creatine, nighttime recovery. And as a matter of fact, do you know that the Ironman competition picked up our products for their trainers? So their competitors. So their competitors are drinking our stuff. For everyone that's drank it, I'm sure for programs like Quarter Force, Hammer and Chisel that are super intense, it's going to help you relieve soreness. and it's gonna just give you that extra dose of, it's like a clean protein to help your muscles recover better. So this right there makes us, Beachbody, a complete one-stop shop for everything. You have the fitness, you have the nutrition, you have the support, you have the nutrient-dense supplements, and now you have performance supplements to round it out. Plus, we have Shakeology Boost. I love the Power Greens. It's just another dose of power greens that greens that you can add to your Shakeology. I love it. I love how it tastes. There's focused energy, and we also have digestive health. So for people who have digestive problems, that's a good one to have that you can add to your Shakeology. So as you can see, we're a very dynamic business. Things are always in development. Carl Deichler, our CEO, is always on the front end. I mean, this man has a vision for 15 years out. We're not going anywhere. He has programs planned. I mean, Country Heat was something that he thought of like 8 years ago, and it just came out this summer. So he is forward thinking. He knows the trends on fitness, and we're going there, guys. We're not going anywhere. So why do we do this? So for me, I'm going to give you my take, and I think my take is kind of like all of Beachbody's take. Our goal is to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. At the end of the day, the more that you give to other people, the more you're going to receive in return. You better someone's life, your life will be enhanced. Like I taught my kids the term karma the other day. So now for everything's like karma. Yeah, good karma. That's what you get when you're in this business, because you're blessing people with our products and with our opportunity. Hold on, someone is off mute again. Jesus. I don't know who it is. Okay, so what are we doing? We are a grassroots effort to change.
Becky, you mute.
Oh, crap. I muted myself. Oops. Sorry. Thank you, Jessica. Go figure. Okay. And I keep going. Okay, so I don't know where I left off. Sorry, guys. I'm like a mess over here. So why do we do this? I guess that's where I left off. So the way I see it, we're a grassroots effort to reverse the trend of obesity. For me, every mom, because I deal mainly with mothers, every mom that I affect, that is a household that is being changed. And those are children that are then learning healthy habits that will affect the future trend of obesity. So the more households that we affect, the more moms we talk to, the more dads that we change their mindset on nutrition, it is going to change the way the child perceives activity and nutrition. Do you guys agree with me on that? I think that, the only way to change is by changing the parents. If the parents have poor habits, and I'm sure you've seen this, the children more than likely have really poor habits as well. So our goal is to affect as many households as possible. What I promote and what Beachbody promotes is a lifestyle. We are not about the quick fix. We do not promote quick fixes. That's not in our vocabulary. The 21-day fix is a lifestyle change. Everything that we do is a lifestyle, something that can be duplicated over and over again. As you continue to move into new programs, it's a new facet, but you continue to eat healthy and change lives. So I'm sorry. I have all these notes. Okay. So yeah, we're changing lives. So our mission is to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. And that goes on the fitness and on the business side, because the business as well changes lives. So who are we as Beachbody coaches? Well, we're Diesel Nation. And like I said before, we're very diverse. We have all different kinds of people, all different shapes and sizes, all different sexual orientations. It doesn't matter. We welcome everybody because to us, we're a family. But the main thing I want to talk about is that anybody can be a coach. You don't have to be a fitness trainer. You don't have to be a fitness professional. You don't have to have a six-pack. You don't need to be a nutritionist or a health coach or someone who knows the gym and knows how to design fitness programs. That's not what we do, because Beachbody gives us the tools. The tools are the programs. The tools are Shakeology. They give us the tools. What we do next is find the people that want to change their lives, and then we put them in a challenge group and we support them and we love on them and we help them make healthier choices and we help them change their habits, because that's what it's all about, is changing the mindset and changing the habits. I don't want you to ever think that you can't be a coach because you haven't hit your fitness goals yet. That is just a story that you keep telling yourself. Because again, if you have passion for the products, if you believe in what we do in our mission, and you believe in what, you know, and the products have helped you, because let's face it, you may not be at your goal weight, but maybe you feel 10 million times better than you did before you started. Or maybe you fit into these jeans that you haven't fit in like a year, or you've changed the way your mentality and you've changed the way that you live. That's a win. You don't have to be in my shape to be a coach. I didn't look like this 6 years ago, but I believed in the product so much that I wanted to help people change their lives. So don't use that story as like I guess I don't want to say a gimmick, but like a way to convince yourself that you're not ready to do this business, because you are. As long as you believe in the products, you can talk about them. And that's the most important thing. You have to be willing to get in shape. You have to be willing to grow as a person. You have to be willing to drink Shakeology. And that's another thing that for me is non-negotiable. Shakeology is important. It's what we do. It's what we drink. It's our way of life. It is the product that is important to coaching. It's part of our lifestyle. So I'm going to talk a little bit about now what happens. Like, what can you do once you decide to become a coach? So success will depend on you no matter what. I can, as coaches, as your sponsor, if it's me or somebody else, will always provide you the training and guide you in a way to help you grow your business and grow your team. But at the end of the day, you have to take the action. And you have to be willing to push outside your comfort zone and do the work, and to do it consistently. So when I started out as a coach, things were much different 6 years ago. All the training infrastructures that are in place right now, they didn't exist. All the trainings on YouTube, they didn't exist. The corporate trainings, they didn't exist. What I had back then was a desire to make money. And I don't ever lie about the fact that I am driven to earn income. That's always been a motivating factor for me. I wanted to succeed no matter what. And I won't lie that the first 6 weeks were hard, but I kept doing it and I kept doing it. And everything, all the little things that I was doing those 6 weeks started to flourish and it started to happen. But you can't think that you're going to come into this business and start making $1,000 a week right away. It doesn't work that way. This business takes a lot of consistency, a lot of work, and just opening your mind to the possibilities. You can strive to, let me see how I put this. You can come in like I did, looking for a part-time income with part-time time on a part-time basis. You can come in thinking, I'm going all in. I'm going to do whatever it takes because I want to be like Christina and Becky and I want to make the big money and I'm going to build this business. It's up to you. Any facet in between, you can go in at 100%. You can go at 20%, whatever you want. I will never try to derail you from what you want. I will never tell you that you need to work to fire a boss. That is not the goal here. Again, it's about you living a life that is important and meaningful to you. So along the way, you can also gain an income, and you can help just by helping 3 people per month, you can cover your Shakeology expense. For those of you who are customers, that's an added benefit. That's what I wanted. I wanted to cover my Shakeology. I didn't want to pay for that. So helping 3 people per month, family or friends, that's where I would start first. You can drink your Shakeology free and then work to make the residual income after that. After that, there are, a million different ways you can make money. You can earn through, you earn through commissions. When you sell challenge packs, a lot of you have bought challenge packs. Fitness and Shakeology together is about a 33% commission. Regular commission is 25%. Once you start to build a team, there are other types of residual income that kick into play. So there's team cycle bonus, that's where the big money is, but you have to build leadership. You have to become a leader, and then you have to teach other people to become leaders. But it's totally doable, and our team will provide different types of push groups, which are basically focus groups to train you to really hone in 6 weeks, really push hard for 6 weeks to build leaders on your team. You can make money off Beachbody On Demand subscriptions as well. That's a big one right now. And there's Star Diamond pools, which means once you've started to build leadership within your team, you get to actually, at the end of the quarter, Beachbody makes all this income during sales during a quarter, and they distribute a certain portion to 15 Star Diamonds, 10 Star Diamonds, 5 Star Diamonds, and 2 Star Diamonds. So you basically get a cut of what the company is producing on each individual quarter. So I can tell you that the income potential is huge with us, but you have to work for it. At first, I'll give you a little history on me. I told you I was 100% in. On the first year, I was making a lot. It was retail, because I like retail. I like helping customers. I like to build that rapport with customers. I like to get people in on the fitness side. You guys know that I love fitness. So I was doing really well on the retail side. The team building side took a little bit longer for me. But once that started to kick in, because I had my sister building an organization, I had Mindy Horde building an organization, Amy Coppola came in, started building. That helped me increase my cycle bonus. That's how I was able to replace my 6-figure income with my construction job, because leaders came in. They saw the vision of what I was creating, and they bought into it, and they decided to make a run for it as well. So this is a team sport. If you've always liked being part of a culture like that, like maybe you were in sports or a cheerleader or in dance, something like this will fit right into, because it provides that family feel that maybe you've not had. For me, it did that. In high school, I was part of the dance line, and I didn't have that. Even in college, I went into a sorority, and it just wasn't for me. This provided that source of new friendships, new bonds with women, like-minded people that are looking to better themselves and bring this whole level of positivity to their lives. It really has changed the whole dynamic, where, before Beachbody, it was really just me and my family, my sister, my best friend, and a few other friends here and there. Now it's added this whole dimension of people that have added this tremendous value to my life, people that I would have not known if it wasn't for this business. And that is really special. Like, people that I know have my back no matter what. That you can't put a price on. So our team is just special. And I guess throughout the network, I think Alina could vouch for this, throughout the network, people say like they love our team, our culture, the way that we hang out together, the way that we have each other's backs, the way that we celebrate each other's success. That's a big part of what we do. So what else do? We host home parties. My sister and I started, our businesses took off with home parties. Yes, people still do that. You can invite people to work out with you at home. You can drink Shakeology with them. You can make them shakes. We do challenge groups. That is the real house for us. And now we have this amazing app. It's called the Challenge Tracker app, where now we can host challenge groups away from Facebook. And I love the app, because the app gives this whole new dimension where the customer can actually enter their pictures, they can enter their stats, so they can track what they're doing. They go in each and every day and they track that they did their workout, that they drank their Shakeology. So you as the coach can see if someone is not making progress. You can look on the app and see whether they've actually worked out. Hopefully they're not lying, but you can see whether they entered the workout for the day, the Shakeology for the day, and the app is going to completely change everything. It already has. So if you haven't tried it yet, guys, jump on one of the app challenge groups, because I'm telling you, it's Facebook. The Facebook thing is going to become obsolete. Beachbody is making it easier and easier for us to manage these groups on the app. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do I join? So we do have a 15. I'm going to start out with the business fee. The 15. We have a $15.95 monthly business fee, and that's basically our overhead fee. So for starting a business and being an entrepreneur, that's really inexpensive, because if you were to open a store or a restaurant, you'd have to spend hundreds of thousands, or for a store maybe less. But to open a business, here we're asking you for, it's a $15.95 overhead cost. You don't have to pay for electricity or maintenance or employees. $15.95. Signing up with a challenge pack is by far the best way to become a coach, because you're getting a program, you're getting your Shakeology at massive discounts. It depends on the challenge pack. Plus you get your $40 coach fee waived. So product discounts, coach fee waived. It's a huge value. Then if you've bought a challenge pack in the past, you can sign up, you pay the $40 fee, and after sign up, you will be reimbursed. So that's why challenge packs are around. It's just the best way anyway, because at the end of the day, once you decide to become a coach, you will sign up for free. This month, we have a ton of programs on sale at the $140 price point. We have Quarter Force, which is a must-have. I mean, if you're doing 21-day fix now, you've done multiple rounds, you're going to want to take it up a notch at some point. Why not get Quarter Force now that it's on sale? At some point, it will go up to $160. So you have Quarter Force, you have 21-day fix, 21-day fix en español. You have 21-day fix extreme, 21-day fix extreme en español. They're all on sale. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's it. But what I really want to leave you with tonight, and we're 38 minutes in, and I think my voice is starting to hurt, is I want to paint the picture of what's possible with this business. I did speak about, that it does take work. It takes belief in the products. It takes belief in our CEO. It takes belief in our team, in me, and what we're doing and how we're going to grow. So this company hasn't even hit international yet. We are only in Canada. There is going to be international expansion at some point. We don't know where yet, but chances are England, South America, it's going to happen. I mean, we're still a baby company, yet we have made such huge strides in the 9 years that we have been in existence. But I really want you to look at what this business can do for you. And I invite you to really allow yourself to dream. And I don't want anybody to take what I'm going to say the wrong way, because lately I just want to say what's on my mind. But even this morning, I was walking my dog, listening to personal development, and I started to think, and for a second there, I got a little bit sad, and I started to think of like the people I used to work with, and just people on Facebook in general, social media people. And I started to think how sad it is that some people don't maybe lose the ability to dream, lose the ability to want more out of their lives. And I was that person. I mean, just let's say before I became a coach, 6.5 years ago, I was stuck in this job. I was frustrated. I didn't like the direction we were going. I didn't like that the company had been bought out. I hated what was going on. I I was like, I couldn't believe that this was what I had to deal with. And I felt stuck. But I took the steps, and luckily the universe sent me this opportunity. It was in the cards for me, but I took the steps to take control back of my destiny. I took the steps to grow a business because I believe that I deserve more. I invite you to really believe that you deserve more out of life, that your current situation is not it for you, and that just think that the opportunity at hand right here could change everything for your life. But you have to accept it, and you have to accept the fact that it's going to take work, that nothing in life is going to be handed to you. I mean, guaranteed. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. This is not a scam. It takes work, it takes dedication, it takes focus. But I really want to paint the picture of success. Like, I made decent money at my job, and I make more money now than I ever dreamed that I could make. I live a life now that I envisioned 4 years ago, this life of being able to, with Larry, drop off our kids together in the morning. And I'm able to pick them up at dismissal, that they don't have to go to early care and they don't have to go to aftercare anymore, that my mom doesn't have to step in for me like she used to all the time, because I couldn't leave work when they were sick. And if something happened, she would have to step in, and I would have to drop them off at 7:15 in the morning alone at the school they go now. That affected me more because I didn't know anybody, and it scared the shit out of me that my babies that were 4 and 5 were at a school with a bunch of people I didn't know. That drove me to want more. Like, I kept saying to myself, this cannot be it. Working for these people cannot be it for me. I invite you to take that same stance in your life. And if it's not this opportunity, it's something else. But allow yourself to dream for more. Allow yourself to want more. I spoke to somebody the other day, a friend of mine since high school, and I couldn't believe that, she's actually said, I have basically downgraded my standards, and I don't believe that I deserve more. I almost fell on the floor. Like, that made me want to cry. Please allow yourself to follow a passion. Allow yourself to believe that this can open doors for you in the future, that this can give you skills, because it's going to give you skills that maybe you've never dreamed that you'd have. Social media skills, communication skills. It opens the door to personal development and elevating yourself. And look at me. I used to be terrified to talk in front of people. And now I've stood on stage with my sister in front of 16,000 people and made the speech of our lifetimes. I would have peed in my pants 7 years ago if you would have told me I had to do that. Just in that alone is worth, I can't even put a price on that. The amount of growth that I've had personally, and a lot of you can have seen it happen before your eyes. This business is a life changer, whether it be finances or personally, it can change your life. But I invite you to see that you deserve more, and that the positivity can change your life. And being part of our team is something that is worth experiencing. So it's like the proverbial fork in the road. It's up to you to really decide if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to make a life shift, and if you're willing to sacrifice. Because I'm not going to lie, I sacrificed, and we sacrificed. My family, my husband, my kids, for 3 years straight. I worked 24/7. I'm going to cry. For 24/7 for 3 years straight, I worked my ass off to make the money that I needed to make to replace my income. There was no way that I wasn't going to make this happen. But that's me. So is that you? And do you guys have any questions for me? We're going on 45 minutes, and I said it was going to be 30. Do you guys have any questions? Any prospects have any questions that I can answer? Anything I can clarify? Did I do a good job? Yes? No? Yes? Please? Okay. Look at Maria. I met Maria on Facebook, and she's been kicking butt with her fitness for like over a year now, and she signed up as a coach a couple of months ago, and she's doing amazing. And her posts are great, and she's got great pictures, and I'm really proud of her. And Diovia is like half the size that she was last year, right? Amazing. We went to high school together, and we go way back. And she's completely made a whole shift, and Jennifer too. She's like in a few months has completely changed her body for the second time, because you did it after your second child was born, and you had an amazing rocking transformation. So all I can say is we have the goods. We have the goods. If you're willing to work for it, we have the best products. We have the best fitness products. We have the best. Shakeology is second to none. Don't tell me that it's like Herbalife, because I'll stab you. It's not like Herbalife. Herbalife is full of soy, which is bad for you. And we have the challenge groups. Hello, do you know that other network marketing companies that sell shakes use our fitness programs? Yeah, they stole the challenge group idea, and they use our fitness programs with their shakes to train their people. So hello, is that an indicator that we have the goods? So I think that's it. If you guys don't have any questions, I just want to thank you for being on and taking the time. I'm going to upload this to YouTube like right now, and I'll share it with the team so that you guys, if any of your prospects didn't make it on, you can share it with them. And if you guys have any questions, please filter it. Oh, put them in the event page. Any questions that you have, post them in the event page, and then I will answer them tomorrow. And that's it. That's it. You guys good? Everybody good? All right. All right, guys. So thank you so much for being on. Thank you for you guys that are on Facebook. And it worked. I went on 2 different platforms at once. All right. All right, guys. I love you. Team Beachbody rocks. It's the best opportunity ever. Jump on board. We're Team Diesel Nation. This train's not stopping. Esta fiesta no termina. Bye, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Mwah.